Good afternoon. In this presentation, I am going to summarize a module I have developed entitled Virtual Learning, Linking Course Content to Effective Discussions. The audience for this training module would be instructors who have little to no experience using the Blackboard course format for teaching. When we have had face-to-face classes, instructors may have used Blackboard to either just post content or possibly to also post grades for students to view. With our switch to the structured remote learning format, instructors are now utilizing more features on Blackboard, and part of our series here, in this section, we are just going to be looking at posting effective discussion sessions, as well as talking about effective discussion forums and sessions. And so in our outline over here that I have prepared for our students in the class, it goes over the course objectives and then provides an outline as to what we'll be talking about and how our content of our presentation links back to the course objectives. For the visual aids for the presentation, all of the participants in the course, in the training module, will have access to Blackboard. And part of the initial setup for this training module, as it indicates here on the outline, is to just provide a very short overview, maybe a 1 to 2 minute overview of what is Blackboard and how to access, because by this point in the session, all instructors should have access to a Blackboard course. The participants would be then directed to go into their sample course. And once they are in their sample course, I do provide a sample course with a sample username and a password if they do not have a course of their own. I will demonstrate to the instructors how to get to areas such as their course content here in the sidebar, how they can use the build content to build not only learning modules or to create new items, differentiate for them the difference between a learning module and an item. So they can simply, I would tell them where to click, that if they decide to build a new item, tell them title it, and then also in this text field, demonstrate to them the purpose of some of these other common things, direct them that when they are putting in an item, not to just simply attach a file, but to type a short description, and preferably in a more of a conversational description factor, so that the students are comfortable and can sense the personality of their instructor. But also differentiate for our instructors taking the course the difference between inserting a file or inserting an image or inserting an embedded video. Once the instructors receive this overview, the instructors will be permitted time to practice doing this this action. Next, we would go over to the discussion area in the black bar and provide the instructors a brief overview on how to create a forum. In addition to just titling the forum, that they do need to provide a description, again in a conversational manner, so that it gives more personality to the discussion, and then also direct the instructors as to how they could create a thread within that discussion. And as we did in a course content area, that we have the same editor field where we can upload a number of different objects. Once the information is presented to the participants in the module, they would have time again to practice these actions. Our third objective in the course would be to create course links, and the reason that instructors should understand this aspect is that once they are in the course area, we will talk about creating the course links in order to make it easier for the students to have a more even flow to the course instead of having the content discontinuous. And so we'd go over the course link option, show the participants how to then go into their course with the pop-up window here to go down to their, just get past it by, there we are, to their discussions, select their particular discussion, and remind them again that they need to put in some sort of introduction to the students so it does not appear as just a random link that the students may not understand. We would review with the participants and the course. Again, these titles are not descriptive enough, but also not only why they should include discussions and how they can link the discussions here, but also provide the students several tips for effective discussions, such as conveying the clear expectations, posting a rubric and deadlines and things of those nature, but also that any questions that they wish to pose here in the discussions, that is something that means something to the instructor, questions that they actually care about or that they like and that are open-ended, in order to get a dialogue moving between students instead of just questions that are asking for mere facts. The instructors participating in this course would get an opportunity to also practice linking these courses, and we would also review here at the end that the instructors can go into this student preview mode so that they can actually see what the students would be seeing. And this is a way for the instructors to double check that they have set things up correctly in order for them to have an effective page for their students. At the completion of the course, as instructors are rotating around the room helping participants, as the moderator for this training session, we would have a survey at the end asking the participants if they were able to complete the actions, and we would be evaluating and scoring their mock classes that we have access to as course moderators. That is my explanation of a brief course module instructor training on using effective discussions and linking those back to the course content for our structured remote teaching. Have a great day.